Yeah, man. Welcome back to the channel, man. You don't know, people, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, very important. So when you can see the thumbnail, the title, and everything, yeah. Jean Cláudio, the Brazilian who is playing for Montego Bay. Yeah, he's going to talk about a little bit of his life in Brazil, a little bit of his JPL and his JPL experience, talk about life in Montego Bay. So it's three segments. The first segment is all about life in Brazil. Where you talk about the importance of playing futsal. You talk about even that demolition that Brazil got in 2014 from Germany. In the FIFA World Cup. What else? You talk about difficulties. That you face some challenges. Growing up as a kid, want to play football and the importance. Of a football for a kid in Brazil. So the first segment, it's really intriguing to listen. So hope you guys will stick around and listen to what Jean Claudia have to say, and I have to appreciate, the baller for come on the channel, do this very unique interview. So I'm going to present it for you guys and, walk me through it as you guys learning and understanding, stuff in it. Just comment and tell me what you guys think. So check it out. This is an interview.
Fala, Nicardo.
Hello,
noite.
Nicardo. Good
prazer
evening.
enorme estar
It's a
participando
great
aqui do
pleasure
teu
to be
canal,
participating here on your
E
channel.
Deus te abençoe,
Okay.
abençoe o teu trabalho, você possa
May God
crescer
bless
cada
and
dia mais
free
e
you in
mais.
your work.
né?
You can grow
Começar com
more
as
and more
perguntas,
every
né?
day, right?
Eu
Start
sou
with the
do Brasil,
questions.
né?
I was born
Nasci
in
no
Rio de Janeiro in the Mesquita neighborhood,
no
right?
bairro de Mesquita, né?
Chatuba Mosque in Baixada
na Baixada
Fluminense.
Fluminense.
It's a community,
É uma
right?
comunidade,
Chatuba
né?
in Rio de
Chatuba, no Rio de
Janeiro.
Janeiro. Eu comecei desde pequeno a jogar futebol.
I started playing football when I was little. My father always took me to the fields and such since I was little, about 5 years old. 6 years and the wave started there, right? A passion that every Brazilian has received since he was little. It was the Brazilian, every Brazilian since he was little receives a ball, and most of them don't let go of it anymore, right? From his childhood until his protection. I have been passionate about football since one was a child. The challenge I have is that I've always had that every Brazilian have, a football player issue. It comes under difficulties of where to live, where you live, and you have to deal with money to get around to go to the club. This business taking a test is the difficulty that all Brazilians have, right? But with faith in God, we will always try to look ahead and overcome these difficulties if we benefit from them. I couldn't become a professional, right? I am very grateful to my parents who have supported me since I was little, always helping me, and being able to be professional. Thank God first of all. It's my team that I played for professionally. It was Watson in the second division on the island in Rio de Janeiro. Athletes who stood out there, it was Romulo, a friend of mine, and he plays in Seria A of the Brasileirão. He played for Avaí, he played for Pelo. CRB are currently there in the CSA of Alagoas, which competes in Series B in Brazil. The importance of futsal in Brazil, man, it's paramount, as you can see players from many of these international highlights. How did Ronaldinho Neymar always play? They started in futsal, and how does Brazil have that? As with all the clubs, it always starts with futsal. When the child is 6 years old and 7 years old is already practicing futsal, and this greatly improves each athlete's technique. This is already Brazilian, and futsal adds a lot to this at the highest level that I played it in Brazil. It was a non-state Series A in Rondônia, right at Guaporé, which until the last club I was at. And that was the club I played for. I'm a Fluminense fan by heart since I was little, current champion of the Copa Libertadores over Boca Juniors. And this is my favorite team. My reaction to the 7-1 was surprise because it was a World Cup semifinal at home in the middle of Mineirão where we only need one victory and another final. But it was embarrassing there. It's just that every Brazilian still today is without shame and doesn't believe the way the game went. You know, a lot of goals in the first half, so the first half ended 5-0 and I was surprised. The move to Jamaica happened through the coach at Montego Bay Nider. My coach and Nider talk about getting players and Nider was looking for reinforcements for this season and also led good Brazilia's players and my coach told him about me and he end up like my qualities and end up took me and also brought Lucas with him, Lucas and William. I have already heard about Jamaica before but I never visited the country itself before, right? But I already knew it was located in the Caribbean, which is a very beautiful country. It's warm island with some of the most magnificent culture and I already knew that football was very strong in the rush. And then you just confirmed it, right? So when we arrived here, it only confirmed that. But the biggest culture shock, I have never experienced the pepper food before, right? The food is good, but I don't like the peppers, it burns a lot, right? I'm not a fan of peppers, it doesn't make me enjoy my food, but everything about food is lovely on this island. But we already marked adaptation in Jamaica, and it's been pretty smooth, right? We are already adapted. The climate is similar to what in Brazil, the only thing where it rains a little here, the beach climate, just like in Brazil, like in Rio de Janeiro, where I'm from. So I adapted calmly, even when it comes to adapting to the team, it's getting better every day. At first it was difficult for us because I doesn't speak English well and I still doesn't speak English often. But I already understand some things and I can communicate with some athletes in the public easily. And little by little, we start speaking better English in the food. We already made an appointment when I said so, right? It's good food, I like Jamaican food, but not with as much pepper as Jamaicans eat, right? It's the club itself and I talked to the chef about not putting too much pepper on my food and so on because I'm close to the chef. The best cooker in our house will definitely be me. William and Lucas doesn't like to cook so I will say I'm the best cooker out of the three of us in the house. How was the debut experience? Man, it was a great experience. It was when my team traveled away from home together knowing it was going to broadcast on TV, that make me felt good. Starting my journey that day, we didn't got the 3 points, but it was an initial milestone that I'll carry with me forever as a standard that I like the Jamaica Premier League. The newspaper also covered it and I know that everyone knows about it, the game. For the fans who stands up and respects the national anthem, I like it, and it also happens in Brazil also before the start of the match. All the people come back and sing the national anthem. I love to play at home in front of our home fans, so here at home, without a doubt, I talk about our best games and then we feel the heat from the home fans cheering on and support. We do what we do to seek victory and secondly, the best thing is to play at home. We go to our home park, the games are over. We also see the fans coming to us to take a photo, right? To give a hug, to talk to us, to say thank you makes us very happy. Our Net Garden and Mount Pleasant are the two most difficult teams that I faced in the Premier League, and a little gift and a punishment by God not to win those games. The most difficult team that I hope we meet, that's my opinion, I thought both were more difficult, we can finish among the top 6.
É o nosso objetivo principal.
Our main objective is to finish among the top teams until it becomes one game at a time. We are focused on finishing the competition between these days.